So let me show you what a spiteful, ungrateful family member did to my house that I own in Texas. She lived here while I put the bill for a year. She didn't pay the bills. I stopped paying her bills, and because she had to leave, she decided that she was going to destroy the house. She's completely destroyed every bit of this house.
Being relatives with somebody don't make you family. You can't choose who you related to, but you can choose who you relate to. What I mean by that, just because you share the same blood with somebody don't necessarily mean that y'all family. You know, it's the bond, it's the relationship, it's the love, it's the respect that make y'all family. And your real family will stab you in the back a lot quicker than others most of the time. If anything else, it's just for the simple fact that they know you and they feel like they can get away with it. You can't do things for people that they don't earn, because when you do things for people that they don't earn, then they start to feel entitled to it. You know, she said she allowed her sister to stay there for a whole year rent-free, and I'm sure she was doing it out of the kindness of her heart, you know, just to help her sister out. But anybody who don't have to put in work for something, they not gonna respect it the same way, especially if it's not theirs. You know, that's a character trait as to where if you don't have no appreciation for certain things in your life, you know, more than likely you're not gonna have that appreciation for other things in your life. Basically, an unappreciative person is gonna be unappreciative in all circumstances and all aspects. And I guarantee it's a sense of entitlement, because it comes from a place of envy or jealousy more than likely. You know, when you do stuff like this out of spite, you respect somebody's stuff, you know, you appreciate them. If they do ask you to move because you ain't paying that, then you gonna leave their stuff respectfully, you know. And her sister was probably already envious of the fact that she even had a house for her to live in. That's probably the underlying factor. She just dealing with an envious sibling. Probably, like I said, her sister was probably already upset that she even had a house and she don't have a house, and she upset at the fact that she even had to live in her sister's house. So you couple that with a sense of entitlement and you got a recipe for disaster. You know, she said, if you know my sister, you probably know the type of person that she is. That means that your sister was giving you some type of signs that she's not the type of person to deal with, you know. But because this is her sister and she, you know, was in a position to help, she was willing to help strictly for the fact that it's probably her sister and she trying to, you know, do it out of the kindness of her heart. But man, you can't let that family shit get in the way, man. You gotta treat people with the respect that they earn. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, when somebody show you who they are, you gotta believe them. As a grown person, you are not entitled to take care of another grown ass person. If you wanna go out of your way to help, then that's cool, but don't never put yourself in a position where you can be ruined, or you can take a loss because you're trying to help another grown person. You know, no matter how hard it is, man, you just gotta learn how to tell people no, and don't feel guilty about telling people no when you know it's for the better for you. Just because you share the same blood don't make y'all family, man. I promise you. Just to recap, man, the things that we can learn from this video is that relatives don't mean that you're family. So you can't choose who you related to, but you can choose who you relate to. It's about the bond, it's about the love, it's about the respect, it's about the relationship. So, you know, so when you give people things that they don't earn, they're gonna feel entitled to it, you know. Nobody really appreciate nothing that they get for free. The right type of people appreciate the things that they get for free, and they'll reciprocate their energy. But when you're dealing with these type of people, which is the next point, is like beware of the signs, because she was aware. She obviously knew what type of person her sister was. Don't never give them type of people nothing for free. Make them earn everything. Even if you want to deal with them in the first place, you know, you really shouldn't even deal with them, because you're not entitled to take care of another grown person. It's okay to help, but only help those who are willing to help themselves. Because like I said, at some point, man, a whole year, you know, living somewhere rent-free without paying no bills and nothing, you know, you should have been able to offer her something, you know, do something to show her gratitude, you know. So only help people who willing to help themselves, man. And with that being said, man, that's today's video, man. Make sure y'all stay on y'all grind. Don't let nobody stop you. You don't need validation from nobody but yourself. And until next video, I'm up out of here. Peace, love, I'm gone.